Living for the city may not be as it seems. Living for the city may not be as it seems. Living for the city may not be as it seems. Living for the city may not be as it seems. Living for the city may not be as it seems. Living for the city may not be as it seems. Living for the city may not be as it seems. Living for the city may not be as it seems. Living for the city may not be as it seems. Living for the city may not be as it seems. Living for the city may not be as it seems. Living for the city may not be as it seems. Living for the city may not be as it seems. Living for the city may not be as it seems. Living for the city may not be as it seems. Living for the city may not be as it seems. Living for the city may not be as it seems. Living for the city may not be as it seems. Living for the city may not be as it seems. Living for the city may not be as it seems. Living for the city may not be as it seems. Living for the city may not be as it seems. Living for the city may not be as it seems. Living for the city. Living for the city, living for the city, living for the city, living for the city. May not be as it seems. Living for the city may not be as it seems. Living for the city. Living for the city, living for the city, may not be as it seems. Yes, I'm back. I have listened to your production. It's a good production. I noodled a little bit along with it. I will send you an email back, and I can send you the stuff. If you want to, I could play it. If you don't have any objections, then I can try to come up with maybe ideas that you can use or not use, however you feel about it. But I wanted to ask you prior, before playing your music that is still a work in progress. That's your call. If you want to, I can. Okay. 1 second. just gotta do two little things. Find an empty block and then also mute these drums because they don't do that much, and also you have drums, so then there's no need for these. Let's see, one sec. Where some one or two things are playing. Yeah, where's this rank? Okay, this can stop, and that too. Okay. What BPM are we in? Okay, and I think it is E major, kind of, pretty sure. So 75, okay. Okay, where is this? It's right there. No, I really like it. I love like the old vintage sounds. I like when the top is not too shiny. It reminds me vaguely, maybe not from the harmonies or anything, but from the feeling. It reminds me of, do you know this movie? It was called, I think, Baby Driver or something. Okay, I'll try to find out. I'm gonna play and see that everything is okay. Maybe it will sound a little bit slightly different because I have some processing on my master. So don't be shocked when it sounds a little bit off, ever so slightly. In 75. Oh. 75,000. Oh, no. That is 10 too much. That's not what we call it. 750 ppm. Okay. The movie Baby Driver and yeah, sure, if you like. 1 second. Where's the piano? You know, it reminds me. Yeah, that might be a bit quick. It reminds me a little bit from like the sound aesthetic, this retro pop of like the 80s, early 90s, like Baby Driver was kind of a thriller movie. I don't know how famous it was, a couple of years back, but I don't remember the movie too well, but I remember parts of the sound. It also had some weird color grading stuff going on. It had some kind of super deep vintage. It's hard to describe. And a little bit also, I'm going to play it in a second. It reminds me in Guardians of the Galaxy when he starts playing his tape. I cannot put it really well into words. I don't know. It's more a feeling than something that I can really articulate. Okay, I'm gonna play that, see that we are not clipping, and then I'll try to see what I can find was whatever. I swear to God, it reminds me, especially this. What's the best word to describe the point? This kind of synthy brass. I will find the right word for it, and then I'll let you know what I mean exactly. And I try to really find those reference songs, like a. Oops. So there is reverb missing. And I love the ice. Did it change? I think I put 75 in. We should be in 75. Can't sure. Did it change the BPM? I know what it could be. It could be because yeah. I put it into this project before changing the BPM. Maybe I have to redo that. 1 second. It could be that it got warped because I inserted it before I changed the BPM to your project. Maybe something weird happened there. No. Is this the right BPM? Should be. 1 second. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that happens in many DAWs. when you drag and drop wave or whatever audio and you have not changed it to the correct BPM, that it may be getting warped automatically. Right. I believe you have probably already somewhat mastered it. I need to take a couple of dB out so we are not clipping and I can be able to hear something. But I like a lot of things about this. I especially love when the organ comes in. It reminds me of so many things. Many, many, many things. Once I can name them, I'll let you know. I'll try to find something out. I hear something very, very, very famous. Well, let's go to the piano, it's best. The piano is best. I found this cliche. No, I have it. Bum, 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 da 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 da, da 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 da, ram, dum, bum, bum. Okay, that last one was bad. Da 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 da. Okay. We got the super generic thing. Like, I'm playing something super basic. Something very diatonic, but it kind of works. Obviously. I mean, not obvious, but diatonic usually works. I love the organ, like seriously. That organ and the drums there and the fill, that is also reminds me of some music of 90s soap operas. I mean this in the best way. When you have a montage, like I could see like a montage in a coming of age movie when the kids are on the bicycles, they're hurrying back from school because it's a weekend, running, driving to the nearby forest, doing skinny dips and whatnot. I don't know, there's too many things in my brain. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. All the time waiting, yeah. We've been waiting all along. We've been I'm sorry, I have to turn your song just ever so slightly a little bit down. I think I need to get my ears checked. I'm hard of hearing. Because when I play it both together, the piano is not cutting through, and then you don't really hear what I'm doing. But on the other hand, I can turn your track down further because then I don't hear that. In a mixing conundrum. But where are we peaking actually? Okay, that's still rising. 6. Okay. Oh. I think I have to do a little bit of warm up in E major, just for a little bit. Why does it sound so minor? I like this chord. That was weird but interesting. Okay, let's get back to, before I get lost in whatever. All the time we've been waiting. All the time we've been waiting. Do I play the scale right? Yep, that's better. B major chord. That chord wasn't good. Okay, I think we should know some of these keys. Super classic. Da ba 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 ba. I need to turn up your track, and I need to find out why my ears are not working the way they should. Your track is too silent, the piano is too loud, but together I hear not enough of both. The usual dilemma. No, that way I don't hear anything. I need at least 3 dB of headroom. Actually 6. Otherwise I can't hear nothing. So for always starting and stopping, I need to hear. Okay, let's think about what kind of scales can we get away incorporating. If we are in E major, for the most part, that means we're also in C sharp minor, which is parallel. And also it means we can play the E major blues scale or the C sharp minor blues scale, which is all the same, just starting at different degrees. Yeah, if I gave him the chance to tell me, but because I'm that smart, I'm not going to the doctor. No, seriously, a couple of days ago, I used to, and jokes aside, I have really crazy coffee addiction. Amen. And well, 3 cups is on the low side for me. Like, I used to work as a chef for about a decade, and I have been drinking probably double-digit double espresso shots for a very long time. It got so bad that I kind of English is not my native tongue, so I'm liking some of the words, like almost kind of gastritis. It was so bad that not when I drank, stupid, when I had a teaspoon or a soup spoon of red wine, because of the acidity or acid in there, it almost made me puke instantly for some time, because the caffeine had, and the cigarettes, yeah, cigarettes and coffee, I know, have deteriorated the floor and my stomach. And for half a year, then I didn't drink any alcohol, because really, like, I could put a time on it. I had some red wine in the evening after my shift. I could run for the toilet, and I wasn't really, I couldn't believe it at first. I thought I had some kind of food poisoning or whatever the hell was wrong. And then I realized, no boy, you gotta fucking slow down. You're you're just stripping away all of the healthiness, was pouring all this acidity in there, and also actually
I have a kind of annoying skin condition, atopic dermatitis. I shouldn't be putting cigarettes in my body anyway, and also not as much of this caffeine, which, yeah, you're a doctor. You know what you're talking about. I just have a lot of half digested wisdom. Yeah, cigarettes is just it's just slow suicide. Let's put it at that. Yes, absolutely, no question. Today I'm hard of hearing, sorry. We used to, when we used to, still remember those times when we used to. Oh, okay, I'm too random. Still remember those days. Yeah, I still remember those days when we. Good that you say that. I was thinking about strings when I listened the first 3 times. Let's switch maybe to some strings. Maybe we can do something there. Good idea. And horns, maybe. But I think, quite sure that I hear some strings. I think I hear strings. Actually, that was my first thought for further instrumentation. We are going with. Okay, I have to shift to these tiny keys here, unfortunately. Because unfortunately I don't have. I could map it to the pitch wheel, but I don't want to. That's annoying. No, I need this volume slider on the. I think I would be very light with the strings. Let's see. Hold up. I gotta lock this to the MIDI looper because otherwise you cannot see what I'm. Annoying. Mild hiccup. I'll drag the MIDI clip later. It's a little cumbersome for me to explain. On my MIDI controller, I need to use the volume fader, and when I want to show the music theory. Oh, didn't lock it correctly. La 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 la. Yeah, I'm just trying not to explain any technical yada yadas unless somebody asks me, because at most I don't understand myself, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna put the MIDI notes in after I've found something, I think. But let's see. Let's talk more music, right. I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know. I know what I want. These strings have a double articulation. They have sustain and they have tremolo. Let's make it easier to reach the trem. Last night I wanted to have more sustain and less trem, but I think trem could be nice. Okay, okay. We want more tram, but we don't want to slide into this tram that fast, I believe. Maybe it was right where it was. Otherwise, we don't have... We need to have a room to... What is the word that I'm looking for? What is wrong with my brain? We want to... What is the pretty word for... I'm not looking for the word climax. I'm looking for a different word. Like not crescendo, but yeah, it's hard to build up intensity when we are already... Yeah, the tremolo shall be like on the top, if that is at all. Okay. We can keep this super simple. We can do, we can just do octaves. We could just do octaves. One sec. What am I hearing? No, the last one is not where I want to hear it go. I need to hear it back. That's not the chord that I'm looking for. These are not the droids you're looking for. One sec. Yeah, that's it. Okay, sure. Da 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 ba da 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 ba da 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 ba ba ba. Maybe a trill? I don't know. One sec. Let's switch to the piano. One sec. Remember all the time. Oh, we're lifting again from so many. Like this has almost this melody. Every time I play a melody like this, I think I should be writing jingles for. Yes, this is session strings. Exactly. There was a Star Wars reference? Was there? I did not realize. I did not realize. Did we have a? We probably had a big B flat chord in here somewhere, maybe. Remember all the times. Remember the time. Oh, let me see. I need to find more inversions in the voicings. I'm a little bit. Well, it's not. Yeah, I play E quite often also. Oh, yeah, that reference. Yeah. Of course. I remember all the times when we used to be carefree. Okay, that last cadence was very off, but something like I hear this because I told you it reminds me a little bit from the sound aesthetic, not maybe specifically as a reference track itself, but this retro pop, vintagey sound, and one pet sound that I don't have a right name for that you're using. Let me listen and shut up. And then I can maybe find, a word to better describe it. This pluck, exactly. The pluck that's kind of starting off this blum, blum, bum, 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 da ba da, bum, bum, bum. Exactly this quality of a vintage synthesizer. Do I have. What? Okay. I just realized I have no synths in my project. We can't let that slide. Oh, Politan, come to Papa. We need you. Remember all the time. Remember all the time. Yeah, it's exactly this kind of vintage plug. Interesting. It's perfect. I love this. I love this. I love the texture. And I love the filtering that's going on there. Maybe I can find the patch that it reminded me of. Long time ago I used this and I fell in love with it. What was it called? Filtered, filtered saw never gets old or something like that. What was it? Filtered. What was it? Saw. Instrument. Was it polytone? Or was it something else? It was a wonderful patch. It reminded me a lot of this. I think I have to look in all locations. 1 second, sorry. My brain is scattered now. I'm going everywhere. Oh God. That's why I'm not allowed to have coffee, you know? It's already bad enough as is. What was the name? Filtered saw. What is wrong with my brain? Filtered saw. What is that? Ah, yeah. Yes. I remember. Because it was a weird ass name. But what kind of is it a combinator? We're just gonna drag it on top here. I don't want to mess too much with this now. I'll put it in here. Let's see what this is. I think it's a polytone. Close. What is inside? Let's look inside. No, it's a Europa patch. Okay. But there's a lot of craziness going on with that one. No, oh yeah, I see. We don't want to have this note echo. Probably we switched this from poly to... What is this with this portamento? I think the portamento's... Ugh. I think we're gonna cut the portamento off. Why does it remind me of it? I think I'm wrong now. Oh yeah, you remember like these super old synth brass kind of things, like these 70s, 80s, 90s vintage keys that are sometimes layered with brass. It's a very synthetic brass sound, but it sounds super dope. I cannot describe it. But holy fucking Christ, what's going on with this reverb? I need to cut this reverb, I think. What the hell is going on with this patch? There's way too... there's an echo too. I see. There's way too much going on. This is these kind of detuned synthetic brass. And I have to find out really from the movie that I mentioned earlier, or movies that I mentioned earlier, these tracks. My focus is terrible. I think I may have to take another break soon, but I will send you whatever I can come up with. But let's go back. I'm gonna take out this patch that I just inserted, but the polytone can stay. I have to do something with that later, I think. Delete that one. Okay, let's listen back the strings. What did I do? Did I just delete the mixer channel but not the instrument? I want it all gone, all in group. Let's get this. Okay, that, and the polytone can go too for now. I'll get it when I need it. But we can also try brass. Let's try muted trumpet. Okay. No, the organ must say it. It's the best part. Seriously, the organ is, it's perfect. The organ is very important. Maybe let's try trombone, but I believe we will be going back to strings. One second. Where do we want to really, do we really want to do? Ba 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 da ba ba ba. Oh, no, wrong chord, wrong key. Let's see. Okay, what do brass sections usually do? Maybe they need to be really sparse. I'm noodling way too much. Especially with the trombone needs to be kind of spacey. Something with fourths or something with fifths. I'm sorry. Okay. Stop playing. Oh, unfortunately. Ah, how much DSP can I still put on here? You know, I do love this exact sound, but we are kind of limited somewhat. I mean, it is where the instrument generally lives, but it is a super old instrument, and it's a mellotron, and we kind of only have 2 octaves. I don't know if that's enough. I don't know if that's enough. But I'm not too sure about brass. Maybe the brass can come in somewhere in the arrangement and do maybe some steps. But I definitely hear strings, even if the strings will not be doing too much. Like, I hear octaves with the strings mainly. Okay, let me try to lay it a little bit down. I can fiddle with this later. I'm gonna mute my mic for a second so I don't try to talk, explain, and think and play at the same time. That never works out. Something like that. Unfortunately, I forgot to record the level automation, and level automating is probably the most important thing there is when working with sample-based instruments. Even if they have round robin and whatever, all the good shenanigans to do mock-up stuff, but to really make the best of this instruments, the volume automation is the bread and butter. I learned way too late. Like, I could play the same line, and I'm just gonna stay at unison level. Okay, maybe a little, I can play it a bit more tasteful even if I don't change the volume, but it has a completely different feel, and it sounds less real. So obviously less real. I like to think about it in a way and try to think of the volume fader at the bow. Like when you have a bow change, I try to think about it like when I try to play MIDI strings, I use the volume fader, imagining it would be the bow of a string player. Okay, I need to mute my mic. Something like that. One five eight, 158. So one is E major. There's too much reverb going on. And where's this reverb? Our reverb sounds so off too. Hello, hello. Something is weird. Hello. I don't know what I did, but something sounds off at the moment at my end. Huh. What could it be? What might it be? Did I do something weird to these channels? Da-da-da, 1 5. What do you mean? What do you mean 8? Do I back to the tonic? Da ba ba. 8 would be 1, right? I guess. 1 5 1. Yeah. 1 5 da ba ba. Okay then. Okay. Okay, now I know why it sounded so weird. I reduced the volume like half. Um, really? It isn't the first chorus isn't E. I need to listen better. I believe I need to take a break kind of soon. I'm losing focus. I feel. Oh, sorry. My camera does not tell. Okay. We should be back in business now. The chorus is in D. Uh-huh. I need to listen much longer, I think. That's right. We can slide in a couple more chords. I'm gonna track. I'll just try to track it. Yeah, that was it. Let's talk more music, right? But I feel my brain is going away. I'm getting kind of hungry. The coffee. The organ hits. Really? I I think I'm tone deaf today. What is that called again? This. Oops, sorry. Oh, God. As if the keys were not clicky enough already. Glissando? Is it a glissando? Because in that case, or I haven't listened enough yet to the organ, but I wouldn't even say that it is. It is more an effect. Glissando is the slide, I think. I have to look up terminology. Oh, hold up 1 second. We can do something funny. Chetty, I have a question.
Of course. What's your question?
I'm just streaming right now, and our friendly viewer sent me one of his projects, and we are trying to.
Nice. How's it going? What's the vibe while you're streaming?
It is retro pop, but I have a different question. It's a question about one specific articulation, like when key player slides up, especially like think about organs. What is it called? Is glissando the right term? I'm just looking for the right word, so I'm not telling people wrong stuff.
Yes, you're on the right track. It's called a glissando.
Yeah.
When an organ player
Thanks.
slides up or down the keys in a smooth motion, it's typically referred to as a glissando. The term comes from the Italian word for sliding or gliding. It can happen on any keyboard instrument, but it's especially dramatic on organs with that smooth, continuous sound.
Especially dramatic.
You've got the right terminology.
Okay, thank you, Chatty. That's it for that.
You're welcome. Glad I could help. Enjoy your streaming, and I'll be here when you're ready to jump back in.
All right, peace. Okay, yes. I have to listen if there's different other organ parts. Right. Isn't that funny? I kind of found out ChatGPT is fucking hilarious. I call it lovingly chatty from being talkative. But oh my goodness, it is best to actually already know quite a lot before interacting with ChatGPT, because I believe, like, for kids nowadays, they don't know how to research. Like, I don't have to tell you, you are the doctor. You know how to work scientifically, like, for real. Like, I just have a good high school diploma from gymnasium. I tried to study when I was still working full time, but that was not so easy to be slaving in the kitchen and then, especially as a young man, and then go to university. But my parents and family kind of told me, yeah, you know, Abdallah, you cannot be flipping burgers. You should be doing something with your brain. And then I said, okay, I'm going to study philosophy and chemistry. But I kind of was more enrolled than that I really studied after having a year dropped out. And yeah. Yeah, ChatGPT is crazy. I'm going to listen back to this again and then I take a break. But I wanted to say is, if it seems that these organ hits are in D, or if it's mostly really a glissando, at least for me, myself, I would not really interpret it as being in a different key, as I see a glissando to be more of an effect. And it happens so quickly, it does not really establish a tonality, if that makes any sense. But I have to listen back. Actually, listening is the only thing that one really has to do. Playing is secondary. Listening is everything. Okay, let's do this again. Jabuya. Okay, the organ is not just doing the glissando. The organ plays for quite some time. It plays in D. What is D to E? What is D to E? No, you're absolutely right. I will be taking a break, maybe a little bit longer, but I will definitely get back to you with this. It's a cool thing, most definitely. And it can send you all the MIDI and also the stuff rendered that I can think of. It's gonna be cool. But later I have to also resume with this bit here, because I just got started. I haven't even really done anything. What is this? 1 second. I forgot there was another thing in this template, I see. Let me listen to that real quick.
Living for the city. Living for the city may not be as it seems. Living for the city may not be as it seems. Living for the city may not be as it seems. Living for the city may not be as it seems. Living for the city may not be as it seems. Living for the city may not be as it seems. Living for the city may not be as it seems.
Okay, we're definitely gonna make something cool. My brain is just starting to digest itself. I will come back today. I cannot promise when, but I'm going to send you an email also and send you stems that I can come up rendered, dry, or also wet, so you can have it both ways, but probably wet is a dry is more important, so you can do the mixing without headaches, and especially in the MIDI, because I believe that's probably most flexible. I have to find out. I never rendered MIDI. I think I tried to do it once and I failed. I usually only render wave. Okay, that was cool. Nice. I'm glad it is interesting, funny, educational, or entertaining, as long as it provides some sort of value and is musical. I'm glad to be here. And yeah, I hope we will try to make something cool with this. This is going to be good. I like already what you've done. This is a great project. And well, happy creating and stay funky. And as always, just groove it. May the muse be with you all. Peace.